Hello, and welcome to the 2024 Goalmakers Conference. I'm Jane Messick, and I've been involved with Global Washington for over 15 years. First as a funder with Microsoft Philanthropies, then I joined the board in 2016. I stepped in as an interim executive director this past summer, and I continue to serve as a strategic advisor. So I'm very, very pleased to welcome everyone today. This is our 15th anniversary conference. This year takes place over 2 consecutive days, today's virtual day and tomorrow's in-person day hosted by Microsoft at their conference center. This is the fourth year of our virtual day. The first 2 years were, of course, forced upon us by COVID, but the last 2 years have grown significantly. And it's a really great way for us to connect Washington State people to voices around the world and bring in community of voices in a much needed way. And thanks you to our sponsors, today's virtual day is free. We've been able to extend so that our community can invite their employees from around the world. We can invite others from around the world and bring in more voices to the event. Across today and tomorrow, we have over 450 people registered. So compliments to the community and great to bring all these connections together. Before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors. Microsoft, who of course is hosting us tomorrow, thank you. Amazon, Gates Foundation, Good Citizen, who I'm super happy and they conducted an outstanding executive director search for us. Thank you, Good Citizen. Global Giving, Opportunity International, Starbucks, Landesa, World Vision, Chandler Foundation, and Umpqua Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We could not do this without them. Before I introduce our new executive director, I'd also like to thank our past executive director. Kristen Daly stepped down after 10 years of leadership of Global Washington. She built an amazing community, and we will be forever grateful to the work she did. So cheers to Kristen. And now, on behalf of the entire Global Washington board, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Elizabeth Stokely, our new executive director. We're very excited to have Elizabeth on board. Her leadership in global development and deep commitment to Global Washington's mission will guide us into an exciting new chapter. Welcome, Elizabeth, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Jane, and thank you for your incredible service to the organization. Good morning, everyone. Global Washington is the premier platform for global development and collaboration in the state of Washington. It is the foundation for the vibrant network of global impact that we are all here building together. As Global Washington's new executive director, this purpose is why I was drawn to the role. I'm energized by our members and their work, and I'm incredibly honored to be leading this wonderful organization and supporting our powerful community. 15 years ago, Global Washington held its first Goalmakers conference. Global WA began as a conversation between key stakeholders in Washington about the need to bring together experts and practitioners who were working to create a healthier and more equitable world. 15 years later, we are proud to have served hundreds of members who collectively support millions around the world and continue to support the vibrant global development community in Washington. Our job is to promote our members and to bring them, you, together to spark new ideas and partnerships in order to build a network of leaders improving lives around the world. Today is our fully virtual day, which will be followed by our in-person day on the Microsoft campus tomorrow, December 4th. Again, thank you, echoing Jane, thank you so much to our sponsors who make this event possible. I also want to make sure that you know about the Whova app we're using. Please take time to explore Whova. This is where you will find the agenda, speaker bios, community discussion boards, and other attendees that you can message and connect with. You can also direct questions to the speakers in Whova after their presentations. The theme of our conference this year is advancing social impact in a rapidly changing world. Last year during our conference, we focused on advancing transformative philanthropy and the changing role of funders with leaders including Sarita Sandesham, CEO of Heifer International, Obed Kabanda from the Global Fund for Women, and Rebecca Darwin of Philanthropy Together. Today, we are going to examine locally led development to learn what's being done, what the trends are, and what the challenges are, with a focus on voices from the field and proximate leaders, as Jane said, those who have direct experience with the issues and communities they serve. The goal of this day is to dive into current global challenges, look at how organizations are responding, and strategize about how we can prepare for the challenges yet to come while advancing social impact. We hope you leave inspired about the future of global development and come away with new ideas and meaningful connections. To start, we'd like to learn a little bit more about you and how you're feeling in this moment. I'd like to invite Planning Committee member Julia Roper of Panorama Strategy to share her screen and share some polling details in our chat. So I know it might take everyone a minute to get into the poll. But here's Julia sharing her screen. So where are you calling in from today? Whatever time it is for you in the world. We'll give it a minute for other folks to respond. Okay, we've got a few folks in Seattle, Washington, Seattle. Okay, good showing from Washington. But I know that we also have many global faces and voices today. Great. Fabulous. So definitely all over the United States. But I mean, this is a great audience. Excellent. So let's move on. Next, what is one word that describes your outlook on global development work in 2025? Just one. Optimistic, challenging, inflection, hopeful, upskilling. I mean, I like this. It's overall quite positive. This is great. You know, challenging, absolutely, but there's a lot of optimism here. Community leave, transformative. Excellent. And last, I think that's great. So it's an inflection, challenging. What are the following trends or changes you see as the most influential for global development efforts over the next decade? And this one is just choose one. So you have to choose among four options, which one you see as the most influential, and you can speak to your own personal work, you know, as well for global development efforts over the next decade. Looks like it's between geopolitics, election outcomes, and technologies and AI. The other ones are financial constraints and climate events. Okay, so now geopolitics and election outcomes have slightly taken the lead over technologies and AI, but fairly close. Okay, I think we've got a winner, Julia. Thank you so much.